Hey, beautiful Gemini Cancer Cusp, or welcome in, beautiful souls. Today we diving into the mid-April, and this is where everything is just shifting in love for you. You may have already felt it building, that pull in your heart, that confusion, perhaps even moments where you're asking yourself, is this right for me? Or am I ready for something more? Yeah, because mid-April isn't soft energy, right? This is where truth is coming to the surface, emotions get real, and you're just being asked to choose yourself in love. And beautiful soul, I'm going to say this now. Some of you are closing a chapter, some of you are deepening a connection, and some of you are stepping into a completely new love timeline. But we're not going to rush it, right? We're going to go dive deeper into Pacific paths, whether you are single, in a relationship, perhaps separation, happily single, perhaps working on self-love. And perhaps you are single, in a relationship, in separation, and you still want to check out the self-love. Hey, there might just be a message there with you. So stay with me, beautiful soul. Open up your heart, because we're going to tap in to see what is really going on in your love energy right now. So, yeah, thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for letting me know which timestamp you're going to be clicking on, hyping up the video, letting me know you're here, liking the video. I really appreciate it. So today is the 17th, and I'm recording your video on the new moon in Aries, all right, just before it shifts into Taurus. This is your reset in love. This is where you stop repeating like those old patterns and just start choosing what actually aligns with your worth, Right before that, Mercury and Neptune are also meeting, they're meeting all in Aries. So things can feel confusing, emotional, unclear. You might not have all the answers yet, and hey, that's okay, because right after that, everything is going to become clear. Mars is meeting Saturn, and suddenly, those decisions have to be made. There's not going to be those maybes, no more we'll see. It's just, this is going to be truth in action. So, my Gemini Cancer Cups, let's see where you are in this. Take what resonates with your situation, and we're going to start with the singles. My beautiful Gemini Cancer singles, welcome in, beautiful souls, spirit, angels, ancestors. Please can we get 3 cards out for our beautiful Gemini Cancers, ancestors, spirit guides, angels, all of the highest light and good. Please come through for our beautiful Gemini Cancer Cusp that have clicked on this video. What do they need to know regarding their being single, their current vibration, and their readiness for love? Please can we get some messages out for them? We have the Page of Cups, 5 of Swords, and we have the 7 of Pentacles. Let's have a look here at the bottom of the deck here. We have the Devil. Let's give this card a shuffle. We're going to get our final message out here. Thank you again for hitting that like button, beautiful souls. I really, truly appreciate you. I feel like with your current energy, the Page of Cups, I feel like here your heart is open here. You might not maybe fully trust it yet, but I'm getting the energy that it's open. There's softness around you, a little bit of curiosity, almost like your heart is saying, maybe I'm ready to feel again. This is that gentle emotional energy, waiting or wanting something real, something meaningful, something that actually touches your soul. And, with this mid-April astrology, Aries new moon is activating your courage to open up again. But perhaps you're still carrying a little bit of that Pisces sensitivity. Perhaps even your Cancer sensitivity is coming out, all right? But yeah, I'm getting that like you're in this in between, you still healing, but also still quietly hoping. If you see, hear my aircon a little bit in the background and it's making a little bit of a noise, I do apologize. Um, it's a bit hot here. Even though we're moving into autumn, it's still a little bit warm and humid today. So here in the challenge, the block, we do have the Five of Swords. Now, this right here, this is like that. It can be inner conflict, all right? Perhaps you're overthinking something. Maybe it's trust issues. Maybe even it could be past situations where things maybe felt a little unfair, maybe manipulative, or just like off, you know? But I mean, fives coming through on the Five of Swords, it is about change. So some of you have been through connections where communication just wasn't honest. Maybe you felt like you had to win or maybe prove something, or things ended in a way that left questions. Perhaps it was the other person that just wanted to win. Whatever this is for you, all right? Put the energy where it fits. Take what resonates and what doesn't. Leave what doesn't, right? Now, like I feel like you're in a area of your life where part of you is protecting your heart from manipulation, that sort of thing, gaslighting, that kind of things, you know. But the truth is here that not everything is also meant to be fought for, all right? And not everyone also deserves access to your energy. This is like going to be your lesson right now, all right? Learning the difference between healthy connections and also those emotional battles. 57 could be a significant number for some of you. Perhaps it's an age, it doesn't have to be. Also, your fives and sevens could be significant. Even the number 6, number 15 could be significant. The 15th day of a month could be significant. Anyway, this is your guidance and your potential. Thank you also for hitting that like button. I appreciate it again. The 7 of Pentacles. So here, this is your reminder, okay, that you don't need to rush love. You don't need to chase it. And you don't need to force something just because you're ready now, right? The 7 of Pentacles is like, be intentional, be patient, choose wisely where you invest your time, your energy, and also your heart. Because I'm hearing whatever you're building right now, I'm hearing it's long term, all right? And with all the Taurus energy that will be coming up soon, we're moving also in the Taurus moon. And then we're going to be moving into Taurus season. This I'm getting the energy of stable, grounded love, not temporary emotions. Now, having just a quick squiz here with this devil at the bottom of the deck here, Capricorn energy coming through here. So we do have water, we have air, and we have earth energy on the table. Yeah, let's talk about this undercurrent energy, the devil, because this is what's quietly perhaps influencing everything. The devil is patterns, attachments, temptations, old cycles that feel familiar even if it's not healthy. So this could be like going back to someone you know who isn't right, attracting the same type of people or the same type of person, or maybe feeling pulled towards connections that feel intense but it's just not stable, you know. So my Gemini-Cancer Cusp, I feel like you're working on breaking the cycle right now, but you know, you have to see it first. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. All right, let's have a look at your final message over here. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, wow. So this is what Nine of Pentacles. Why did I say Nine of Pentacles? Perhaps you're working also on your independence. This is the Nine of Cups, your self-worth. So perhaps Spirit is here emphasizing what your heart needs to remember is your self-worth and also your independence, okay? All right, so the Nine of Cups here, you are already whole, you are already worthy, yes, all right? You're already worthy, all right, that Nine of Pentacles. You are already deserving of love that you have been dreaming about. This card is that emotional fulfillment, but it starts with you. Not with someone else that is going to complete you, all right? But with you feeling aligned within yourself. The love that that love becomes an addition, not a need. All right, this card is really sticking out at the bottom of this deck as well. The Four of Swords. So yeah, you are resting, you are healing, and attracting peace. Yellow butterflies could be significant for some of you, as well as the moon cycles and white flowers. Wild white flowers could be significant specifically. '94 could be significant. So yeah, I'm hearing here that your love story right now looks like your heart is opening again, slowly and gently, but you still perhaps navigating some sort of past wounds, trust issues, and patterns that once kept you stuck, you know. So instead of like rushing into something new, you're being guided to like pause, reflect, and just choose differently this time. Because, you know, the love that is meant for you is not going to be chaotic, it's not going to be confusing, it's just going to be something that it's not going to be something that you have to fight for. All right, it feels good. Yes, okay, not every relationship is perfect, there's ups and downs, all right, but sometimes things feel good and sometimes it doesn't feel good, and something that grows steadily. And yeah, you're going to find someone that could be confirmation for you. It's going to be something that grows steadily, and it's going to meet you, that person will meet you where you are. So I hope this helped you in some sort of way, it resonated. If you felt it in your heart, perhaps you can comment below. I choose aligned love with perhaps a rose emoji, you know, breaking old patterns, and call in what's really truly meant for you. And thank you for liking this video, subscribing, and being part of the Mystical Wolf Soul Tribe, beautiful soul. You know, your love story is just beginning. I'm sending you so much love and light, and I'll check you around. Hey, Gemini Cancers, those of you that are in a relationship, whether you're just dating or perhaps even married, we're going to dive into the cards and have a look at what is the current dynamic between you and your partner. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting that like button. Spirit, angels, ancestors, all the highest light and good, please come through for the messages for our Gemini Cancers that is in a relationship. What do they need to know at this current stage when they found this video? Please come through for the highest light and good, spirit, angels, ancestors, please and thank you. Two of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. I did see that at the bottom of the deck after the pre-shuffle. Queen of Swords, and what is at the bottom of the deck here? Seven of Wands. Let's give this deck a shuffle for the final message. So my Gemini Cancers that are in a relationship, the cards that's coming through the energy, this one feels real, it feels grounded, but perhaps a little bit stretched. Your current energy here is the Two of Pentacles. Thank you for liking the video and also leaving comments. I really appreciate it. So there's a little bit of a balancing act in your relationship currently, perhaps. There's love here, but it's also a lot to manage, right? So it could be something to do with like time versus connection, emotion, reverse responsibilities, or maybe it could even trying to keep the relationship stable while everything else in life is shifting. It could be even juggling you know, if you've got kids, juggling with your kids, your partner, and just laugh. All right, it could be something to do with that. All right, take how the energy fits in your life. And yeah, we do have that, all that Aries energy now, currently mid-April, by the time I'm releasing this. And life is moving fast. Things are busy changing right now. And maybe you might feel like you're trying to keep up while also keeping the relationship steady, right? Some of you may just feel like, are we flowing or are we just like managing? Now we do have the Ten of Pentacles here. in this interesting position, which is the challenge, the block. Because the challenge isn't lack of love here, it's long-term pressure. Ten of Pentacles is the energy of commitment, it's stability, it's future building, it's family, it's finances, it's security. Perhaps this is what you've been juggling, all right? And perhaps there's questions that are coming up like, where is this going, is this my forever? Are we building something solid, or are we just staying comfortable? So perhaps for some of you, this is maybe external pressure, family expectations, money. It's just family pressure, expectations, that sort of thing. For others, perhaps this is internal for you. You perhaps wanting more stability, more certainty, more long-term vision. And if that's not fully aligned yet, it can create a little bit of tension, all right? Now, here we do have the Queen of Swords coming up. This is your guidance, your potential. This is your power right now, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. This is the energy of be honest, be clear, speak your truth, even if your voice shakes a little bit, It's not always about being cold, but it's about being real, all right? Speaking what's on your mind, on what are you feeling at the current stage. Mid-April is not going to be a time to avoid conversations just because we've got so much things happening in the sign of Aries. It's just a time to say, what do you need? What do you feel? And what are you no longer willing to ignore, Because clarity now, it's going to create stability later. At the bottom of the deck, we do have a bit of defensive energy here. The Seven of Wands. Either you, or perhaps it could be your partner, or maybe it's both of you. We do have a lot of Aries in the air. Protecting your hearts, holding your ground, maybe feeling like you have to fight to be understood. And it makes sense, because when things feel uncertain, we tend to guard ourselves. And we just need to be mindful of that, because there's a difference between protecting your peace and pushing each other away. Let's have a look here at the final message here. Beautiful. We do have the Four of Wands. Let's have a look here. Here's a Ten of Pentacles again. Three of Pentacles. You could be a family of three. It doesn't have to be. Beautiful energy coming here. And your final message. So I feel like your connection, your relationship has the potential for stability here, for the commitment, for something real, for something grounded and long term. Okay, because we got that Ten of Pentacles again that's coming out at the bottom of the deck, and the Three of Pentacles is like working as a team, as a family. I'm hearing that it's not casual connection. This is something that can grow into a life together. But I'm hearing it needs to also be built on truth. It can happen if you both aligned in where this is going. So I'm hearing alignment. I feel like your relationship energy right now looks like you trying to maintain balance while there's deeper questions about the future that are rising to the surface. There's definitely love here. There is definitely potential. But you can't just go with the flow kind of energy anymore, right? Perhaps you've been asked, you're both getting that energy of to have those conversations, to set certain boundaries and to get clear on where this is actually going. Because this connection here, it's that kind of connection that you're either both going to level up, the connection is going to level up, or show you where you are not fully aligned. So beautiful souls, my Gemini Cancers, if you feeling this shift in your relationship, perhaps you can comment, I choose clarity in love. I choose clarity in love. perhaps even with a rose emoji, just to usher the honest communication and the aligned commitment. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking the video, subscribing, and being part of the Mystical Soul Tribe. You know, love is not meant to be confusing or to confuse you. It's just meant to grow with you and your partner and your spouse. I'm sending you so much love and light, beautiful souls, and I will check you around in the next one. Hey, Gemini Cancers, those of you that are in separation, welcome in, beautiful souls. Let's dive into the emotional energy that is still lingering. Let's dive in here, beautiful souls. Spirit, angels, ancestors, for our Gemini Cancer Cusps that clicked on this video, please come in. All of the highest light and good, and please bring forth the messages that our Gemini Cancers that are in separation from their person, what do they need to hear right now? Let's give it one more shuffle. Spirit, angels, ancestors, please come through. 5 of Wands. Chariot. The Hangman. Current energy, there's a bit of tension, conflict. Struggling to move forward. 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Let's give this a bit of a shuffle here. We're going to get one final message. Oh, there's the wheel. Things are turning. You are definitely looking towards the future. Let's give it one more shuffle. And here is your card. I do feel there is the energy here. Yeah, it's not quiet. It's active, it's emotional, and for some of you, very present still. Yeah, the 5 of Wands. Okay, so this could be conflict between the two of you, or this could be inner conflict. Yeah, some of you it's inner conflict, and some of you this is that external tension. The energy of like back and forth energy, miscommunication, ego clashes, or just emotional chaos that never fully settled. Like even in separation, it doesn't feel like it's over. It feels very unresolved here. This mid-April astrology, you know, the Aries energy is stirring up things. Perhaps emotions can rise quickly, thoughts, memories, even urges to reach out. But it's not just about the other person, right? This can also be your inner battle. Part of you wants peace, but the other part of you is still trying to understand what the hell happened. The Chariot here is your block, your challenge. This is like the push forward. But the thing here is the challenge isn't that you can't move on. It's like your heart and your mind aren't moving in the same direction. So the Chariot's coming forth asking for clarity, direction, for emotional control. This is your like Cancer side coming through. This is a Cancer card. But right now you may be feeling pulled in 2 different directions. Do I move forward or do I go back? Do I fight for this or finally release this? And that's the lesson here, is you need to choose a direction that aligns with your self-respect and your growth, not always just your emotions. The guidance here is the Hangman. This is your answer. Am I going to... Yeah, I'm going to say this gently for you. I'm hearing, don't rush. Don't force any movement. Don't chase any clarity outside of yourself. Because this is like a pause, all right? As you pause, you will get that enlightenment, the answers. It's like a perspective shift. It's a surrender. This is the moment where things may feel stuck, but they're not, because things are actually being aligned. if there is a reconnection here, it's not going to come from a place of pushing. It's going to come from both people seeing things differently first. Now, the underlying energy here is the Four of Wands. And this is why it's so hard to let go, because this connection felt like home. You could be even married and in a separation, something to that effect. There was something real here in this relationship, this connection. Something was stable, something was meaningful. And that doesn't just disappear overnight. You know, for some of you, there's still this potential energy here, but it depends on growth and not attachment. All right, let's have a look at this card here. King of Swords. This is your closing final message, what your heart needs to hear. And at the bottom of the deck, we do have the King of Pentacles, two masculine energies coming out here. Take what resonates, leave the rest, but this is just energy, right? You're being called into maturity, love. The King of Swords is the energy of truth, clarity, logic, all right, air energy. And here's the earth energy coming out. King of Pentacles, stability, self-worth, grounded energy. I'm getting the energy that this is you stepping in a place where you don't chase confusion, you don't settle for inconsistency, you don't abandon yourself for love. Perhaps you've got strong earth placements, or perhaps this could be you and that person, right? One has got air energy and one has got earth placements. It doesn't have to be. Take what resonates. We do have fire, water, air, and earth here on the table. Yeah, so this could, so again, this is you stepping in a place where you don't chase confusion, you don't settle for inconsistency, you don't abandon yourself for love, whether this is with the same person or with somebody new. I'm hearing that you are being prepared for something that's stable, mature, and aligned connection. So, beautiful souls, if you are in this separation energy right now, it looks like there's still conflict, still emotions, still something that is unresolved. I'm hearing you being pulled between holding on and moving forward, but instead of rushing that decision, you're being asked to pause, reflect, and just shift your perspective, because this isn't just about the connection, all right? This is about also who you've been coming through it. Beautiful souls, if this resonated, brought you some sort of clarity, if you're feeling this internal pull, perhaps you can comment below, I choose peace and clarity with a rose, if you feel called to perhaps release the confusion and just align with what is actually truly meant for you. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for being part of the subscribers and the Mystical Wolf Soul Tribe here. Because, you know, even in separation, you know, you are still being guided towards a love that aligns with your soul. I'm sending you so much love and light, beautiful soul, and I'll check you around. Hey, beautiful souls, my Gemini Cancers that are happily married, or you're just working on your self-love. Let's have a look here. And have a look here. If you look at your relationship with yourself, spirit, angels, ancestors, all the highest light and good, please come through for our Gemini Taurus Cusp. I'm seeing the number 11. I'm seeing the number 13. I'm seeing the number 22. Any of those numbers could be significant for you. Give it one more shuffle. Spirit, angels, ancestors. I'm seeing the Ace of Cups here at the bottom of the Earth Woman Tarot. We have the Magician, Judgment, Two of Cups, beautiful. The High Priestess. Stunning energy here. I haven't even shuffled this deck yet, or I did shuffle it once, and I'm seeing the Ace of Cups here. Let's give it one more shuffle and see if it comes back out as your final message. spirit angels, ancestors, all the highest light and good for our Gemini-Cancer Cusp, please let me get this deck shuffled to bring forth the final message. For those of you that are happily single, wow, this energy, thank you for hitting that like button, beautiful souls. It really feels powerful. It's intentional, and honestly, it feels a little bit magnetic. Right now, I feel like you're seriously in your power. This is not the waiting for love kind of energy. This is you creating your life energy. You're manifesting, you are aligning, you're understanding your worth like on a deeper level. And with all this Aries fire energy that's happening right now, I feel like you taking action on yourself, your goals, your healing, your direction. You're not chasing love, you're becoming the version of yourself that naturally just attracts it. Now the challenge here is we have judgment. And now this is quite deep, all right, because your lesson right now is your awakening, letting go of old versions of yourself, old choices, old patterns in love, all right? This is the moment where you look back and you think, now I see it now, you know, understand why that didn't work out. But here's the thing, judgment can also bring self-reflection that turns into self-criticism. So we need to be mindful of that, right? Be mindful of that self-criticism. This isn't just about judging your past or judging yourself. This is just about honoring how much you've grown from it. Here we have the guidance, the Two of Cups. I love this for you because this is where it gets beautiful, because even though maybe you are very focused on yourself, love is not far from you, I'm hearing. There is love around you. This is aligned connections, mutual energy, that equal give and take. This is soul recognition. But notice it's coming after the Magician, the judgment. After you've aligned, after you've released the past. And this isn't rushed love. This is aligned love meeting you where you are. And when we talk about this, it could be with yourself as well as platonic love, all right? And here we have this stunning, beautiful high priestess energy. This is you, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. This is you. You're ready for this, all right? Your intuition is so strong. It's so active right now. You're not second guessing like before. You know what feels right and what doesn't, all right? This is your power. This is, you don't need external validation anymore. This is you trusting yourself. Let's have a look at your closing message here, the Emperor. Let's have a look here. This is you standing in your Emperor mode, right? This is what your heart needs to remember. Yeah, this is solid, grounded, confident energy. This is what you're stepping into. This is where you're being called. And here we have the Page of Swords here. Yeah, the Emperor, going back to the Emperor, is stability, it's structure, it's leadership, all right? But there's also some sort of awareness, curiosity, learning. Perhaps somebody else is checking you out doing this. Someone younger than you, doesn't have to be. They're noticing your level up. This is also you becoming someone who sets very strong boundaries, who communicates clearly, and also you don't settle for confusion anymore. You're not the same version of yourself that you used to be in love, all right, in connections. This is exactly why everything is changing right now. So I'm hearing your self-love journey right now. There could be some quick communication coming in from someone. You're in your power. You're busy creating your life. You're focusing on yourself and you're aligning your energy. So like you're releasing an old version of yourself and gaining clarity from your past. So even if you're in a connection, all right, you're working on this energy. If you clicked on this video and you're in a connection, you're working on your self-love. If you are not with someone and you're not interested in dating anybody, you are working on your self-love. You're releasing old versions of yourself and you're just really gaining clarity, and without even chasing it. You're attracting connections that are mutual, that are balanced, and that is real. And the most important part here is that you're no longer abandoning yourself to receive love. So beautiful souls, that is what I have for you. I hope it resonated. Let me know in the comments if you clicked on this. Especially if you feel yourself stepping into this new version of yourself, perhaps you can claim this: I choose myself first. Just to archer your power and call in aligned love. And aligned love doesn't mean you're looking for somebody for a companionship. It just means that the people around you, in business, family, friends, that people that are aligned with you. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for being subscribers here at Mystical Soul Tribe. The love that you're calling in, it's going to match the energy that you've worked so hard for to become. Love and light, beautiful souls, and I'll check you around.